creative director of Madden NFL, joined T-Raw's stream of the tournament to show his support tonight. I believe he was supposed to be there for the play-by-play, but he was pretty terrible at it, and he needs to leave that to the pros like, RG. So basically, he started answering any and all Madden 18 questions from the chat and dropped several previously unreleased or unknown details about MUT, new controls, block sheds, offense, defense, pretty much everything. So let's check that out. Don't forget to drop a like on this video and subscribe so I can keep this Madden 18 info coming. All right, let's check it out.
Good, man.
Not enough gameplay. I got you, man. The gameplay's coming. I promise you, you'll be pleased. You just have to be a little patient while they let the long shot stuff get out there. That's really what it's about. They just want to lead with long shot and then the gameplay stuff in mid to late July. It doesn't get any more complicated than that. Hey, did you know in Madden 18 you can steer your rack up field or keep running it towards the sideline?
Amazing. That's my favorite feature of Madden 18.
Pass coverage got me making some bad reads.
I saw a really good question. Is wide open drops fixed?
Yes. But you know that you will need a specific catch rating threshold to guarantee that you will catch it if you're open. So we will publish those and let you know that once you have above this rating. So you'll still see drops, but those drops will only come from players who do not meet the ratings threshold to guarantee a catch in that situation. Will long shot carry over into the NFL career? Not this year. Although we might do some secret unlockable stuff with it. We'll see. Can you guys make a blog on what stats certain players use in certain situations? Yes, we're working on that. I've tasked RG Madden with publishing the ratings Bible, and if he's done his work, he should be almost done with it. Right, RG?
Down the field blocking is really good this year. I love down the field blocking. Really
Yeah,
good.
and receivers who block for you after the catch is the thing. When will you see Madden 18 gameplay? I would say between July 15th and July 20th, somewhere around there. I need pack odds like Madden 25. That's not going to happen, bruh. What about bailouts? If you play on competitive, there will be far fewer bailouts, if any. Is there less fluke randomness in the game? There's less randomness on competitive. On sim, you're still going to get randomness. Is Donnie Moore and Josh Lumen going to be involved? Donnie Moore and Josh Lumen are involved. Donnie works on competitive gaming division, and Josh works on long shot. Is acceleration noticeable?
Very noticeable.
Very noticeable, says T-Raw. MUT Squad's rankings. I don't know if that's going to be in for launch. Will MUT players have authentic throwing motions? No. Maybe. I don't know. Juke system, is it better? Not only is it better, it's crispy. It's freaking dialed. I love the jukes, but just know that you're going to need a guy who's got high ratings in a juke or a spin if you want to use that move to get the elite moves. It's really important that you know what your guy's rated in.
Point throws, a lot of people this year are throwing high points. So on high point throws, you can't just throw high points and expect to get perfect throws every time. The inaccuracy tuning, I believe, for it has actually been dialed up. So every time you throw a high ball, there's that random chance, or more often than not from what I played, that you will get an overthrow or you'll just get a bad throw every time you hold the LB to throw it.
Will MUT Squads have play a friend at launch? I'm not going to answer that because, yeah, I can't answer that. Blogs will be out mid to late July and early August. Target passing. Let's talk about target passing.
Let's talk about target passing.
So stop asking questions for a second so I can talk about it without running out of room to read what you're reading. All right, target passing. There's a controller.
Oh, it's right there. Oh, there.
See the controller? All right, I'm going to demonstrate target passing. So what you do when you want to target pass is you hold left trigger, and that will put an icon on the field. Now, in pre-play, coach cam right here, you can change your primary by pressing the face button that corresponds to a receiver. So once you've changed your primary and you snap the ball, you hold left trigger, and then an icon will come on the field near your primary receiver, and you move the icon to where you want the ball placement. You press the receiver button to throw. That's it.
That's it. Easy.
Aha! Zeke's hurdle. You picked up on a very interesting point. He said, isn't that low pass? Yes, it is. So now, because this is now precision or target pass, High-low modifier is LB, and you have to pull left or up or down on the left stick to do high-low. So body relative is now a modifier with LB, and then up or down on the left stick to throw high or low. So that has changed. You want to rub my head? Okay.
So to put it in simpler terms, LB, L1 is your high and low pass now. They're the same button. There's no two different buttons for high-low.
Can you adjust how fast you move the indicator? No, that would be exploitable.
Someone asked about fumbles.
Is spectator mode in M18? No, not at launch.
Like fumbles, do they keep playing hot potato with fumbles? I'm gonna say no.
No, it's fixed.
Yeah, they pick up fumbles really, really good in 18.
It is complicated. So the target passing feature was built for high skill users who want to lab things and practice things and get timing and rhythm and placement dialed in. It is not for everybody. You will throw interceptions with it. You will get sacked with it. But for certain people who've identified certain routes that they like to modify a certain way, I've seen it be very powerful. Are there more unique formations this year?
On offense, yeah, there's actually quite a few different new formations on offense with different routes.
There is no lab mode and no practice mode for MUT. We tried to get it in, but we ran out of time because we were all focused on MUT squads.
Squad.
Will draft champions be updated? Yes. Will you ever see packs change in any way? I think you just did with the fan loyalty weekend, didn't you?
That was crazy.
So yes, the answer is yes. Is every game mode online competitive? The answer is no. All the MUT game modes are competitive online. Franchise online is sim. And I think right now head-to-head ranked is... What is head-to-head ranked now?
We haven't decided.
We haven't decided. I think it's sim right now. I'm not sure. Is previous play in the game? I'm not answering that because we're still trying to... Yeah. Can't answer that yet. I will before we launch, though. Will MUT packs have walkouts like FIFA?
What playbooks would you?
No, but we do have runouts and tunnels in the regular game and play now in regs.
Can I tell them what playbook I use?
Which, yeah, tell them playbook. you use.
Dolphins. Dolphins is key, and Minnesota and Eagles.
Don't listen to him. He's wearing Dolphins gear.
It's actually a beast-ass playbook this
A
year.
lot of people say Giants are the team this year in Madden 18. I've been having a lot of fun with the Titans. The Raiders with
Texans.
Marshawn Lynch, Derek Carr, Khalil Mack on defense. Pretty rough. Texans are impossible to run against. Like, just forget it. You're not going to get a yard. Oh, let's talk about running versus dollar, dime, and nickel. Why don't you talk about that one, Shaw? What do we do with that one? Yeah, it's true, man. One of the things we're worried about the most is that when people who aren't that good decide to play on competitive and they throw a lot of picks because defenders just don't drop as much anymore, and zone is tuned up. Defenders are a lot more aggressive. We have positional advantage now, which leads to more interceptions. So you have to be very, very careful with your reads this year. Is ball hawking better, T-Raw?
Ball hawking.
It's different.
It's more skilled.
Well, with RG's timing thing.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely like you
You
need
can't just
skill.
run around holding Y anymore. You got to time it. You can't just hold around holding Y like you could in the previous two Maddens. So that's going to take away. And if you do mistime it, there's that percentage that you'll drop it. So don't start the play holding Y because you're just going to slow yourself down and put yourself out of position.
As
Well-
crossman, you can't crossman anymore. We don't let you man up across the other side of the field.
You cannot cross man.
You cannot crossman.
Repeat.
Cannot. Repeat.
Rest in peace.
Yeah, it's interesting, Zan, because you know what I keep saying? Every time I send out a post-game report to my team after I finish a game, I say, all my interceptions were my fault. Like, the interceptions, all my turnovers were bad reads. Because believe me, if I didn't think it was my fault, I'd be the first one to start bitching and saying, you got to drop a ball. This was a perfect read. And this dude did this thing. I kind of did that tonight a little bit, didn't I? Just a little complained about a couple.
Zeddy asked a good question. He said, if you can elaborate on why you decided to take cross right now.
Because it's
It was
silly and
make-believe
unrealistic.
and, it's a silly thing. That's why.
The same reason we don't let you drop, 10 anymore, do we? Yeah, same reason we don't let you drop 10. What happens when you put your whole team in coverage? Well, first of all, we don't allow you to hot route your whole team into coverage anymore. Second of all, if you come out in like quarters and they come out in like I form, is it just single tight end or run heavy?
Right.
If they come out in run heavy formation, you're going to get pancaked. Your whole D line's going to get pancaked. Is it only quarters or is it dime and quarters for the weak box thing?
Dime, dollar, quarter.
Dime, dollar, and quarters for the weak box system. How's jumbo heavy? Trash. Audibles is mutt.
Audibles in mutt.
No, we didn't get to that system this year yet. Is conductor making a return? You will have to wait and see. Will you have the ability to have more audibles? Not at launch, but maybe eventually. Your gift should be there this coming week. Well, thank you for my gift. I didn't get it yet. What about penalties being called in mutt or head-to-head? You'll get penalties in mutt if you use coach adjustments only. If you come out in dollar, you can't put any alignment in coverage. I believe that is correct. Will injuries be in mutt? No. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're going to have color rush uniforms at launch. Are there any in-game objectives for 18? That's an interesting question. We got in-game objectives in MUT, solos, and in franchise as the goal system from last year. Yep. I don't know quite how to answer it, Zeddy, but it's how would I say this? Instead of kind of locking into position with you, he like turns and plays the ball. It's kind of the best way I could describe it. I don't know. How would you define the swerve fix? What it feels like?
I feel like instead of them playing nothing, they go for picks now. Instead of just letting you swerve them out the way.
DBs are really aggressive, especially over the top. Just like come down at the ball hard.
They're still block shiz, but you get them from elite players. J.J. Watt.
Yeah, so Mondry, you don't get a user bonus on competitive on the D line anymore. So there used to be a pretty significant user bonus so that users who could win more often, and we took that out on competitive because RJ told me that we don't respect people who use the D line on competitive. What is the benefit to putting the O line and D line on conservative? It increases their block timers. They hold blocks longer at the risk of triggering penalties. That's how it works.
High point is toned down, per se. It's still really good, but it's not as good as it was in 17. Don't expect that many accurate passes trying to highball everything.
Can you take D linemen off the D line? Yes, but you can't hot route them all into coverage. Any new chemistries in MUD? Not going to talk about that yet. Will there be updates for story mode? I don't know. Will it be all edge heat again, or will gap heat return? Shaw?
Well, can't talk about anything.
Why not?
Well, there's nano detection for a reason.
And there's ID the mic for a reason. How will heat work? Will it be if you guess the wrong blocking assignment, then heat gets in? Yeah, if you send it from the back side and he guesses ID the mic on the wrong side, it'll come through on the back side.
It's going to be hard to get heat in this year, boys, with ID the mic and the running back blocking really good.